Most people pick up a trim router for the small stuff, but eventually, you hit a wall where you just need more stability. That is where this plunge base kit comes into play. It is one of those accessories that feels like it should have been in the box from day one, but since it is not, you have to look at whether this specific add-on actually earns its keep on the workbench. Right out of the box, the first thing that hits you is the weight. It is die-cast aluminum, and it feels substantial in a way that cheap plastic bases just never do. When you are trying to make a precise cut, that extra heft actually works in your favor, keeping the tool planted firmly against the wood instead of dancing around. What is really clever here is the compatibility. It is designed for the WEN units, sure, but it fits the Makita RT701C and a whole host of other 65 routers. That is a huge win, because it means you are not locked into one ecosystem if you already have a favorite motor sitting on your shelf. The plunge action itself is smooth, and you get about 1.5 inches of travel, which is plenty for most inlay work or mortising. The fine adjustment knob is the real star here, though. It is responsive enough that you can dial in your depth without feeling like you are fighting the mechanism. Now, it is not all perfect. While the build quality is solid, the dust collection port can be a bit finicky depending on the hose you are using. It does the job, but you might find yourself fiddling with the angle to keep it from getting in the way of your sightline. Also, while the included guide fence is functional, it feels a little bit lighter than the base itself. It gets the job done for straight edges, but if you are doing heavy-duty work, you might find yourself reaching for a shop-made jig instead. Still, for the price, it is hard to argue with the value. It turns a basic trim router into something that feels much more capable and professional. You get the template guide, the dust shield, and that 2-year warranty, which adds a nice bit of peace of mind. If you have been struggling to keep your router steady during plunge cuts, or you are tired of the limited depth control on a fixed base, this is a pretty straightforward upgrade. It is not going to turn a budget tool into a high-end industrial machine, but it definitely bridges the gap for anyone doing serious hobbyist work. It is a solid, no-nonsense piece of kit that does exactly what it promises without any unnecessary fluff.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.